Something
So
I've been
that's
considering doing actually is just substituting out my daily meditation practice just for 3 to 6 months and just doing the yoga nidra, the progressive relaxation,
yes.
and then maybe coming back to the other practices later. I don't know what your thoughts are
Yeah.
on that.
I think that's extremely wise. And let me just enlarge the context of this conversation, because many of your listeners are people who do powerlifting or other sorts of lifting, like Olympic lifting or bodybuilding, anyway, some kind of strong resistance training. And some of your students also are involved in gymnastic strength training, right?
Sure.
I think that's correct, isn't it? So what we say to people, I mean, you can imagine all the people that come to our workshops, especially the stretch therapy for performance workshops, they are all interested in improving their range of movement. They want to be able to do those key end positions like pancake or pike or full back bend and all those kinds of things. And so what they've learned is that they can't actually progress their movement skill work beyond a certain point, because they simply don't have the range of movement, or they don't have the capacity to activate the muscles on the inside of the joint to further compress the movement or further tighten up the movement. And so they say, well, how are we going to work this new training into our existing strength training? And for many people it would be a much, much better solution to do strength training of any sort once a week only, and do the 2 other training sessions that they're doing, or however many that they're doing, concentrating on movement and mobility. The one strength training session a week will maintain at least 80% of wherever you are now. I know the research doesn't support this, but I absolutely assure you this is true. We've coached thousands of people, and this is their experience. If you do one strong strength training session a week, you can maintain a significant fraction of your best ever strength, and in the meantime you then do other mobilization, or limbering we call it, and perhaps 1 or 2 strong stretching sessions a week on your worst areas. And the progress that you'll make once you get past that 3 months or 6 months and you go back to doing your ordinary strength training, and then use the flexibility work as a kind of a maintenance thing, so you turn these priorities around, your progress in the strength training will be phenomenally faster.
This is something that, a lesson that I've been very glad to have learned over the last couple of years, is that even if you do have to pull back on the strength training for some time due to injury or whatever, it comes back. And the fear of not being at peak performance all the time is completely irrational. And as our friend Mark pointed out, he's a strength coach for the Edinburgh rugby team, he said there is no other type of athlete apart from powerlifters that expect to be performing at maximal loads all the time throughout the year, and saying that actually we should be taking a complete off-season doing stuff that is non-spinal loading related entirely, you know, swimming and single leg work and yoga and all that stuff, and then come back to it.
Absolutely. Look, that guy, I can't remember where he come from. Is he Romanian or Czech? I'm not sure. Tudor Bompa, Bompa, the author who wrote the original book Periodization.
Oh, okay.
A brilliant piece of work. He talks about microcycles, mesocycles, and macrocycles. Everything in this world operates on cycles. It's only the human ego that wants to be performing at top levels all the time. It's ridiculous. You know, what's the good book say? We have a time to sow and a time to reap. You know,
that's it.
Everything
but
goes inside.
It's so easy to get sucked into the PB mindset every time, from session to session, not actually looking at the big picture, for sure. Something you mentioned as well, Kit, about the relaxation response. I just listened to an audio summary of it the other day, and interesting. I didn't realise that it was discovered in the same building as the scientist who came up with the stress response, or the fight-flight response. Pretty cool.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, excellent.